Why are top government officials enjoying thousands of pounds worth of freebies while the public faces tightening rules? Today, we're uncovering the scandal behind Keir Starmer's cabinet and their reluctance to follow his lead in paying back lavish gifts. Stay with us as we explore what this means for political transparency and trust. In recent days, Keir Starmer, leader of the UK's Labour government, has faced growing criticism for his handling of a scandal surrounding his cabinet ministers and the acceptance of extravagant gifts. The controversy centers on whether ministers should be allowed to accept hospitality, such as concert tickets and exclusive event passes, or whether these should be repaid or banned altogether. While Starmer himself repaid over £6,000 in gifts, his cabinet members seem to be divided on the issue, and many have declined to follow suit. The public backlash has been swift. A recent YouGov poll revealed that nearly 80% of people agree that Starmer was right to return the freebies, but frustration mounts as his ministers remain silent or justify holding on to these perks. This has led to accusations of hypocrisy within his government, with critics labeling Starmer as weak for not enforcing stricter rules or demanding that his top team pay back their gifts. Among the most notable gifts are tickets to high-profile concerts and events. Deputy Prime Minister Angela Rayner enjoyed an £836 visit to a DJ booth in Ibiza, while Chancellor Pat McFadden attended a Bruce Springsteen concert with tickets worth over £300. Environment Secretary Steve Reed watched Kylie Minogue live, and Education Secretary Bridget Phillipson received coveted royal box seats at Wimbledon. The list goes on, and the numbers continue to rise as more information comes to light about the lavish hospitality received by members of the cabinet. Critics argue that these perks send the wrong message to the public, especially at a time when the Labour government has promised to bring about significant change and higher standards in public life. Starmer's leadership has been called into question, particularly regarding his ability to rein in his own team and align their actions with his promise of transparency. The Prime Minister's decision to leave the matter up to his ministers, rather than enforcing a strict policy, has left many wondering whether this is a sign of indecisiveness or a strategic move to avoid further conflict within his ranks. But it's not just the opposition taking aim at the government. Labour's own party members are calling for reforms. Sarah Jones, the industry minister, suggested there should be a future ban on accepting gifts like these, and party veteran Harriet Harman emphasized the need for new rules and processes. Harman went as far as to say that Starmer should take control of the situation, stating that he should decide whether his ministers repay their freebies instead of leaving it as a personal matter. Meanwhile, former Prime Minister Tony Blair weighed in, encouraging Starmer to rise above the issue. Blair implied that this scandal, while concerning, would not derail the larger goals of the Labour government. However, the public perception is quite different, as trust in political leadership continues to erode with every new revelation of ministers indulging in expensive hospitality. The tension surrounding these gifts reaches beyond the Labour Party, with Tory MPs also criticizing Starmer's handling of the situation. Robert Jenrick, a leading figure in the Conservative Party, accused Starmer of inconsistency, calling it rank hypocrisy that undermines the Labour government's credibility. The Prime Minister's own actions have been under the microscope, too. On Wednesday, it was revealed that Starmer will repay nearly £6,200 for Taylor Swift concert tickets, hospitality at the Doncaster races, and clothing rentals for his wife, Lady Starmer. However, he notably chose not to repay over £38,000 worth of clothing and eyewear donated to him and his wife by Labour peer Lord Alley. This selective repayment has only fueled further criticism, raising questions about where the line should be drawn and who ultimately decides what is appropriate. As the debate over freebies continues to divide the Labour government, the larger issue of political integrity remains at the forefront. Will Starmer's promise of change ring hollow, or will this scandal force a reform that redefines standards in public life? The public is watching closely, and the pressure on Starmer to take definitive action is only growing. This scandal has exposed deep cracks within Keir Starmer's government, raising serious questions about transparency, integrity, and leadership. Will his cabinet members follow his lead, or will the public demand stricter rules on freebies and hospitality? Let us know what you think in the comments below. If you found this video informative, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Fame Journey for more updates on the latest political controversies and scandals. Until next time, stay informed and engaged.